Hello everyone, this is Night Sky, and for today's video I'm gonna give you all the resources you need to get any Pokemon you want in the infamous Johto Safari Zone post-National Dex. Now, the first thing you're gonna want to do is actually have the National Pokedex. As soon as you become champion, you'll spawn in your room, go downstairs and your mom will tell you to go visit Professor Elm. He has something for you. Once you go in Professor Elm's lab, he'll give you an SS ticket. And he says you can take the fast ship from Olivine. So you need to fly to Olivine and go into the little pier down to the south, and you will be greeted with a famous NPC, Professor Oak. And he will talk to you to upgrade your Pokedex to the National mode. Now make sure you completed Baoba's first two challenges already. I already did that in episode 22 of my Let's Play series, if you want to watch those, but I'm gonna assume you did those two already. Now Baoba should call you, but it's kind of random. 3 times I had him call me within 2 minutes of getting the National Dex, and like 5 other times I waited 5, 20, and in this video guide 35 minutes for him to call me, and then he will tell us that sorry to kept you waiting, I thought of a new way to play. It's called object arrangement. And make sure to keep a note of the gameplay time in the save menu. When you get this call, he will try to call you 3 gameplay hours after that time. I will explain object arrangements when we have all the unique objects that we can get from Baoba. You see on screen I'm saving. I made an annotation earlier to make a note of the gameplay time. That is because every 3 gameplay hours, not in-game time or real-life hours, is 3 hours of gameplay of the game running. Baoba will force call you like you see on screen, and he will add 6 more unique objects to your list until you have all 24. So you can see I just saved, and I made sure to make a note 4229. So add 3 gameplay hours to that. I would be expecting a call at like 45:30. He's calling me right now, and yeah, go through the text, do your best and all that stuff. And you'll see me save. Yep, 45:30. So that's why it's important to keep track of that. You'll see here, I'm waiting another 3 gameplay hours. Baoba calls me again. This is Warden Baoba. We come with new objects. There are so many now. With these new additions, there should be plenty, I think. That's how you know you've gotten all 24 unique objects, which fills up 4 pages of objects inside the Safari Zone. And you'll see 48:30 pretty much on the dot after the last call. Alright, in the Safari Zone post-National Dex, we can unlock objects to encounter new Pokemon. Or we already did that, but all we have to do is press A on a big enough empty space. Would you like to place an object? Yes. The fountain is the only one that we have to have enough space and water to place. We can place up to 30 objects in the entirety of the Safari Zone. So let's just place a random one. Probably the stump. We place the stump, and to remove it, either switch out the area in the area customizer, or you could just go in and press A on the stump, and we remove the stump. Here's a chart of all the unique objects. It is very important to reference this chart because every area will have a Pokemon that only appears with a certain amount of object type points, which is an invisible number. Objects are worth 1 point unless they're in the 3rd and 4th page. Right here, let me show you. This 3rd and 4th page of objects are worth 0 points. They are purely cosmetic. So, I mean, it's a little complex, but simple enough, right? Well, Game Freak thought so too, so they added another convoluted active area bonus mechanic. You will see encounters that require more than 30 points, and to get those you'll need to have a Safari Zone area active for a certain number of days based on this chart, so you get an increasing point multiplier bonus. This bonus maxes at 7 times after 250 days. The Safari Zone area upgrades are permanent at least, so you can swap out objects and areas if you want. None of your point bonuses can be lost. Serebii has the minimum requirements for all the object encounters. When you finish the setup, each object encounter is a 10% encounter slot and takes from the highest encounter slot. And in case you're wondering, oh, you can just day skip to get all of those bonus multiplier days in, right? Not exactly. If you change the clock or change DS systems, the Safari Day advancements will freeze for 24 hours after saving as a penalty. But there are a couple ways to bypass these restrictions. On a DS/DS Lite, you can take your battery out and abuse the December 31st, 2099 rollover to skip exactly 99 years after waiting for the 24-hour penalty to wear off. Or the much better and more recently discovered method, by using a DSi system, you can insert your cartridge into your DSi and repeatedly format the system memory to skip any custom time you want and not worry about waiting 24 in real life hours. I will be demonstrating both methods and leaving the original guides in the descriptions. Remember, all block encounters when set up will be 10% and some are encountered at a specific time of day. I'm going to choose to set up for Bagon in the swamp, Metang in the mountains, and Gible in the rocky beach, because those are 3 really powerful Pokemon you might want for the Battle Frontier, or maybe just want them caught in your game. Okay, we are back, and if I did everything correctly, I'm on the 3DS now since we don't have to worry about 24-hour protection anymore. And like I said, if we did everything correctly, the upgrades should be locked in. They are complete and permanent, so if you want, you can change your date and time to the correct one now. So for the first area, Bagon, 56 peak points and 35 forest points with a max 7 times bonus, that is 8 rocks and 5 tree stump slash branches. So let me place everything right here. Okay, 8 rocks and 5 trees slash stump slash branches. Now we should get 10% encounter Bagon if I did everything correctly. Hopefully I did. Let's freaking go. Bagon appeared. Okay, we have to actually catch it. We can't get too excited because it is a lower catch rate. Let's throw some mud at you. No! I'm sorry, it's gonna take way too long. It's a 45 catch rate for 10% encounter rate. Have you ever caught a pincer hair across in the Safari Zone before? I haven't. It's not fun, Ed. Oh my god. Metang, you're gonna rip your hair out because here in the mountain it requires 8 rock points with a max bonus of 7x. Okay, it's not quite as neat as the swamp area for Bagon, but that's enough points to encounter Metang. Let's see if we can show one for the video. There we go, Wild Metang appeared. Probably the hardest Pokemon to catch in any Safari Zone because the 3 catch rate and has a chance to flee. I don't know. Gonna have to hope by some miracle you could throw 6 muds, it doesn't flee. And for the last Pokemon, it's gonna be Gible in the Rocky Beach that I wanted to demonstrate. This is what the Rocky Beach looks like. It's going to be 49 plains point and 49 peak points, so after the max 7 bonus, that is 7 shrubbery slash red flower slash white flower and 7 rocks. Alright, let's start placing them. Place an object, yeah. There we go. That's the setup. After the max bonus, it is 7 of the plains objects and 7 of the peak objects. Let's try to encounter Gible now. There we go, the cute little land shark. Okay, I am back, and if I did everything correctly, we should have advanced the Safari Zone by 99 years, and the test Pokemon that I have set up is going to be Riolu in the Meadow. It requires 42 peak points and 28 forest points, with the max 7x bonus that is 6 rocks and 4 trees slash stumps slash branches. So let's try to find the meadow. I forgot where I placed it. So for Riolu, 6 rocks and 4 trees slash stumps. Right, there we go. Let me double check that it's not a like daytime only spawn. Okay, it can be found at any time of day, thankfully. Yeah, we encountered Nuzleaf, which means that is 35 or 40 or 28 forest points. Way more points than we would have had to place. Yes, we did it successfully. Riolu. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I was a little bit nervous because I was seeing Clefairies at first, a bunch of Clefairies which don't require any upgrades. But we did it. That is the entirety of the Johto Safari Zone post Natural Dex set. I've given you all the resources you need to catch whatever Pokemon you want, whether you have a regular DS or a DSi preferably.